Sketch the graphs of the following relations. A. X squared plus y squared equals 16. You need to be able to identify that this is a circle. And I know that x squared plus y squared equals r squared. So I know that that is a circle. And in this case I can see that therefore r squared equals 16. And therefore r equals the square root of 16, which equals 4. So the radius equals 4. There is no limitation. So what I'm going to do is, nice and neatly, I'm going to draw my circle. Radius is 4, which means if this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, please use a ruler where possible. This will be 4, 4, negative 4, negative 4. And you draw this as close as a circle as you can. Okay, that's 4, 4, negative 4, negative 4. And that is how I draw that graph. Please make sure that you label your axes and that you also put in your values. We can now see just off the topic, they didn't ask us for that, but we could have said what is our range. Our range is our y values, which means from negative 4 to positive 4. That's where I get y values. And so this is do here, my range. My range equals, including negative 4 to positive 4. And the same for my domain. Domain equals from negative 4 to positive 4. Our next one is B. They tell us x squared plus y squared equals 9. Again, you need to identify x squared plus y squared. This should be a circle. And I'm going to write x squared plus y squared equals 9. Therefore, r squared must equal 9. Therefore, r equals the square root of 9, which r equals 3. Nice and neat. Y, x. Okay, they gave us the domain already. They say only between 0, less than equal in x, less than equal in 3. Okay, where does that happen? So x is between 0 and 3. So this graph of us should go through positive 3, positive 3, negative 3, and negative 3. But they say no, we only want to draw that where x is positive, so only on this side. So I'm going to have a semicircle like that. Put in your values, 3, 3, minus 3. Again, what is your range? Right, our range is our y values. So y values start at negative 3 and goes up to positive 3. So range is from negative 3 to positive 3. And my domain, if anybody asks, is from 0, including 0, to 3, and it's both block brackets. Okay, our last question, the pink one. C equals y, oh no, that's a lie. Y equals the square root of 8 minus x squared. Now, this one is a little bit harder to identify. But you should know, if you have done enough of your exercises, that this is in disguise. X squared plus y squared equals r squared, which means that y squared equals r squared minus x squared, which means y equals, there's no plus and minus, so it's that of r squared minus x squared. You don't have to show it, you just have to realize that that is how it's going to look like. Which means, therefore, that 8 equals r squared, which means r equals the square root of 8. Now just quickly, why don't we ever use plus minus the square root of r? Well, the answer is because you don't get a negative r. That distance is a distance, and that distance can't be negative. It's a magnitude. The radius cannot be negative. Okay, so that is square root 8. And now I can just draw my graph. I'm going to say this is my y, this is my x. Now, because they gave me the positive, it means the y is only positive. Y is positive above the x-axis. So this is going to be minus square root 8, positive square root 8, and positive square root 8. So it's going to be a semicircle like that, and we call that, I haven't mentioned before, an upper semicircle. An upper semicircle.